I'm Coach David. Welcome back to Coach's Corner. We are once again in the gymnasium. We're going to talk about defense today. Couple things I coach to all my kids, doesn't matter. I've coached kids ages 4 to 40. Of course, at that point, they're adults, not kids anymore. But the main thing I tell all my players, effort is number one. Don't care about ability, I want effort. Effort is the most essential thing that I ask for my players. Where effort comes into play most is on the defensive end. When it comes to basketball, I am a defensive coach first, and the offense will develop. Defense is all about effort and intensity. When we're coaching defense, the main thing I want my players to do is be fundamentally sound. I hate going to a game. I don't like going to a game and seeing fouls, seeing people slap, whether it's their hands out in the dribble and they're slapping and reaching for the ball, or if they're swatting, trying to block every shot. Very few guys are great shot blockers. Your best shot blockers are all about the timing, and you don't see them swatting at the ball. You see them going up and tipping the ball. Your best defenders are not constantly swiping for the ball. It's subtle hand movements, tipping passes, tipping the balls. The people that get in foul trouble are the ones that are taking the big swats. So when I'm coaching these young kids, what I want to implore to them is do not reach, do not swat. Move your feet. You play defense with your feet. You play defense with your head. First thing I want to get all of my players do is get a nice stance. So first thing I like to teach all my kids is defensive stance, which is simply nice wide base, bend at the knees, bend at the hips. It's almost like if you've done weightlifting before, you do squats. If you're in baseball stance. All these sports relate to each other. Legs are the key. Get that good foundation. Now, once you're here, baseball, we're here. Basketball, I want the hands to be out here. So if they're dribbling this way, I'm gonna hand up near their face and a hand down low. And I can move my hands, depending on what they're looking at and what they're seeing. If they go to shoot, I can come up, I can come back down. I can go one hand up. From this position, I can move side to side and move all over the place. The key is being able to move side to side, up, down, and get in the way. What I tell my defenders, and if you've ever played a lot of basketball, you know the hardest people to play against are what I call them the gnats. It's those pesky defenders that no matter what you do, they're not trying to take the ball from you, they're not doing anything. They're just all up in your space, and they're annoying. That's what I want to coach on defense. I want to coach my players. Come here, Tommy. Okay. I want to coach my players when they're playing defense. Come here. Defensive stance. To be right up in their space, hands out, and be all up on the players. I'm not worried about him trying to block a shot or steal the ball. I just want him up in that space where you're looking at. Right here. I can hit fake and do everything else. Wherever this goes is where I'm going. And so that's what I always teach my kids. Is that one of my favorite drills for doing defense, did it with our team tonight, is side to side, up and down shuffle. All we're going to do is I grab a basketball here. As I get my players in the defensive stance. And this one drills I do a lot with the kids. I get down this defensive form. Defensive stance. And this is everybody's favorite drill if you've ever done it before. Arms are out. Knees are down. Butts down. Chop your feet. And just have them simply chop their feet, that's good. Just sit there and chop their feet, chop their feet, chop their feet. They will start getting that burning in their legs. They'll start getting that lactic acid buildup. That's when you know you're working, getting that cardio training. That'll help them later on in games. As much as they'll ball around with practice, it'll help them later. Now, Tommy, back up. So he just got done with practice, so he's already tired. So we're gonna bear with him tonight because he's already done most of these drills once. So now, we're down in defensive stance. My next favorite drill to do with the kids is when I get them moving, I simply point the ball this way, stop. This way, stop. This way, stop, up, which is simple as a shot. And all I want them to do is simply, hold that for me. I want them to simply follow the ball side to side. Get the feet chopping, watch their form, watch your technique, side to side, feet are moving, slide, slide, up, forward, back. Constant footwork, constant movement. Next best way to build that in is simply have one person dribbling and the other person shadowing them. Start them young, focused on defense without reaching, without fouling. As they grow older, you'll have a great defender on your hands. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, share us out to your friends. Leave comments. You have comments, you have drills you want to see us go through. Love to hear from you. Love to see you. Have a good evening.